And our first main topic today gets submitted to us by Chase Lee, who writes, "Hey, John. We've been getting more updates on the upcoming live-action Avatar series and even got the reveals for the casting of Team Avatar. You guys, of course, remember that. They announced the kids are going to be playing the main roles there. But did you see the reports that Daniel Dae Kim, I really like Daniel Dae Kim a lot, has just been cast as Fire Lord Ozai? I personally think it's a great casting choice. Thanks, and what are your thoughts?" All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yeah, listen, this whole Avatar, The Last Airbender live action series has been going through a lot of ups and downs right now. Like a lot of ups and downs. In the sense that as far as how the public is perceiving it, like when they announced they were going to be doing one, everybody got really excited, right? Everybody got hugely pumped. But then when they announced that like the original creators of the show were no longer going to be working on it, it cast a little bit of a wet blanket on it, if you will. Some people got disappointed by it. Here's my take on this. Other than maybe HBO Max and HBO proper in and of itself, nobody does original series better than Netflix. Other than HBO, HBO is still the standard bearer. They're still wearing the crown. But other than HBO, who has been doing it the best for years, I would say easily the next in line is Netflix. Now, Netflix obviously doesn't necessarily do a great job with their original movies per se, but their original series stuff is really, really good. Like they just do a solid job, whether they're doing comic book material like Daredevil, whether they're doing big drama like The Crown. I mean, they do a lot of great international fare. There's some really niche stuff like Squid Game. I mean, they just do a terrific job with their original content. So I remember I had a big disagreement with a lot of our viewers because when they heard that the original creators of Airbender weren't going to be on it, they were like, oh, well, this is going to suck then. And I'm like, wait a minute, time out. Pump the brakes on that a little bit. This is still Netflix. This is still Netflix doing an original series. And while they may have a craptacular, awful track record when it comes to doing films and original films, you know, about 1 out of every 20 is decent, their ratio of great to bad is much better when it comes to the original series. And I think they deserve the benefit of the doubt. Until we see something and don't like it, until then, I'm going to give Netflix the benefit of the doubt and believe they're going to deliver something really good here. Then they announced the kid lineup, and I thought they all looked great. I'm obviously not very familiar with the work of a lot of the kids, so all I can go off of right now is how good they look, and they looked fantastic. And of course, the one kid is actually in Shang-Chi, so that's great as well. But now you're right. We've got the first adult that's been cast, and it's Daniel Dae Kim. And listen, I have always liked this guy. I think this is a fantastic choice. I don't think there's any such thing as a perfect choice. I think there's a lot of different actors that could play it. But out of all the actors that would be a great choice, this is one of them. First of all, I've always loved him since Lost, but even when he's popped up in a lot of other stuff, and by the way, he's a producer, he's a multifaceted guy, he's a hyphenate guy in the business, he's a smart dude in the business, but I've even watched Hawaii Five-0 just because he's in it. And the guy carries a great presence on screen and all that kind of stuff, and I really do think that he's going to do a fantastic job playing Fire Lord Ozai. Now, of course, you guys remember in the animated series, Fire Lord Ozai was voiced by Mark Hamill. And I love Mark Hamill. I do. I mean, I love him. I love him as a voice actor, especially. I think he's fantastic. Obviously, he's Luke Skywalker, but I love him as a voice performer. But I never really thought Hamill's voice matched what that character should be. You know what I mean? It didn't dislike it, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't like overly taken with it. But I mean, Daniel Dae Kim playing this character, I mean, just look at him. Now that you know, come on, be honest. Now that you know that this is the guy who's playing Fire Lord Ozai, don't you see Fire Lord Ozai when you look at him now? Like, isn't that completely what you see when you look at him now? I think it's going to be great. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think this is a great choice. He's a solid actor. I think this is going to be a really nice fit. Question is for you guys. What do you think about the casting of Daniel Dae Kim in the upcoming live-action Netflix Avatar: The Last Airbender series? I personally think this sounds great. Maybe you do too. Maybe you're not even excited about the series at all. Whatever you guys are feeling about this, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.